So my name is Thiago. Okay, I am a tester, and I would like to working in many communities about testing or developers. I create two online conferences in Brazil called Kia Ninja. Kia Ninja Conference is a week, and the presentations about quality assurance, okay? And in Lisbon, I create the quality talks. Is an initiative about the many meetups inside the companies for speaking about quality, okay? So think about that. These three phrases. Working software is the primary measure of progress, okay? Principles behind the Agile Manifest. Kia is a culture, and testing automation is one of the techniques used within the culture. This is myself. Okay, and the better way to understand our code is starting to test it. Okay, how many developers testing your software? How many testers? How many developers here? How many developers? Developers? Okay. How many tests? Cool. Okay. The agenda is a little bit blah, 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 and show me the code. I would like to develop some lines of codes, okay? So sorry for my English. It's a little bit bad, okay? So I try. A little bit history about QA, okay? A long time ago, we had the waterfall, okay? And the QAs tests only this in this phase, okay? And do not working in idea or analysis or design and development. And we find the more bugs and back to developers, and developers fix it, and I testing again and broken again, and this circle, okay? So, and after, we have the Agile season, okay? And we have the Kanban, Scrum, a little bit extreme programming, okay? And the QA role is about the test automation, okay? A little bit working in DevOps, okay? Or promoting a better quality assurance products, okay? And we're talking about in Protractor only, JavaScript, Selenium, a little bit Cypress, okay? And post-Agile season, I like to say this. So the QA role is specific to the help to product team to write user stories, and help to developer team to write new tests inside the code, and help to develop the DevOps team to promote a better product in production. Okay. Why? In this case, the QA is responsible to promote quality assurance inside all phases of developer. Okay. So in this case, we meeting to product team and help to user stories to write new user stories and help to write the new tests and transforming acceptance criteria. Okay. So in the grooming session, we help to the team to think about the new acceptance criteria, okay, and take the feedback about these tests with the developers, okay. And inside the planning sessions, we show this acceptance criteria, like hi little friendly developer, I test these user stories in this, okay. I would like to test and here, and show inside the planning session. During the development phase, our responsibility is to help the developers to write code, okay? Test code is a great time in this phase, okay? And then in US review, we help to product team to execute these tests, automate these tests, and tests exploratory and smoke tests in production, whatever. Okay. What the importance of the test before? The feedback. Okay. I like this phrase. If you think something will break, certainly will break. Okay. So the importance to test before is take the feedback early. Okay. Because the production is more cost in find the bugs. Okay. So this image represents this. At the moment, the create the user stars, I find the bug is the cheaper expensive, okay? And at the moment, the development phase is 2. And in production, each bug in production represents more expensive costs inside the company, okay? And we don't like to fix it bugs every day, every time, okay? Okay, what's the importance to test before and promote quality in the development phase or before, okay? And QA has nothing to do with the test automation, but rather as the culture, okay? I like to say this, QA is a culture. Automation tests is a technique we use it to promote a better product in production. Okay, so we have the other techniques like exploratory testings, smoke tests, functional tests, whatever. And it's more important to find bugs before production. Okay, and why Protractor? Okay, I like to Protractor because there is a fun working with him. How many people are working with Protractor here? Yes. Any more? Okay. It's easy learning, and the QA team is more easy to develop in Protractor. I can use Selenium to functional tests. We use native JavaScript. He have the strong community and the Meteor framework, the tests. Okay. So the basic ecosystem is Selenium and Protractor. Okay. Okay. Talk scripts. Show me the code. The idea is the show how the QAs and developers are working together. Okay, so I have 2 examples. A simple example. Oh no, sorry. Wait. Yes. It's not a good to me. So. Patience. Okay. Okay. So the QAs would like to show the. Think about this user story. Okay. So. Presentations. Oh, fuck. Okay, we have two user stories. Okay, as a product owner, I would like to new register page. Okay, acceptance criteria: register button should have color green, and the color. Okay, register button should have color red. These fields should be present, the element and present. Okay, true or false? First name, last name, email address, address, university, blah, 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 blah. The register success message should be message, usuário criado com sucesso, okay? So, and the other user story and the login page, as a developer, I want to catch bugs before the little friends QAs. Okay, the acceptance criteria is the username field should have a size of 20 characters. The password field should have a size of 20 characters too. The error message when the user put invalid username should be error invalid username. The error message when the user put an invalid password should be error the password you entered for the username. Okay, the username is incorrect. Okay, so think about that. And we have this user story. Okay. Cool. Okay. Is it? Okay, so organization. Okay, cool. So, not to me. Yes. So, we use this ecosystem, Protractor. I use Selenium too. And how QAs and developers working together, okay? And the end-to-end tests, we can write this user story in this. Okay, so it's better. Okay, so we have the describe register new user. Okay, before all, the Protractor is a framework based in Angular, but it's not necessary test Angular pages or Angular products. Okay, so in before, and I put the browser wait Angular enable false because this test is not a app in Protractor in Angular. Okay, so in each validate each element are present. Okay, I created some variables. Okay, and I put the expect. Okay, it's basic too. I find the element in the page. Okay, and is present to be true. Is a single test. Okay, is not to best practices. Okay. So I realized the second, validate button colors is more common to broke tests or find bugs about the colors, about the alignment, okay? It's very common QAs find these bugs, okay? So I create one variable called btn register, and the element, okay? And I expected this element take this get CSS value and pass background color and put the color equal the user story. Okay, it's the same to btn back. Okay, so the other test, name error message is the same the acceptance criteria in the user stories. Okay. Is the same. Element, find element by name, send keys, blah, blah, blah. Element by name, this commit, click, okay? So, it's very important because the developers, before the delivery QA team uh, have to test these single tests before, okay, and write these tests, okay, and the QA help to write these tests and pass to developer team, and developers continue to implement these tests, okay. So the other test is the validations, okay. These tests have the best practices, okay. I'm using the page object patterns, okay. I encapsulate the the elements inside the other file, okay, like this, okay. I create the variable, login, blah blah blah. Okay, this get is a page object pattern in Protractor. In the validations, okay, I have a before too. Okay, the describe is login from validations. Okay, and the its are the username field should have a size of 20 characters. Okay, okay. Então expect size password. Size password. Okay. Get attribute size, in this case, to equal 20. Okay. Expect size password, get attribute size to equal 20 characters. Okay. So the error messages when the user put invalid username. Okay. Login validations is an element. Login validations. Oops. Sorry. Set name. The login validations here. Okay. So set name, error user. Okay. Set pass, error password, and btn login is the click. Okay. The login validation is a variable, login validations, and I instance this classes inside in the end of the file. Okay. So browser wait alert present to be present elements form blah 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 error invalid username and timeout. Okay. Error message when the user puts invalid password. Okay, is the same tests. Okay, so in two cases, it's more common QAs and developers working together. The developers can write these tests in the best practices or not, and the QA continue these tests. Okay, and the QA write these functional tests, the basic tests, for example, number of characters, colors, and font size, font family, and the other attributes to HTML for tests. Okay, and together working, execute these tests before production and guarantee these tests don't break every time. Okay, I execute these tests. Okay. So I forgot. In this case, I'm working on Chrome browser with headless browser. Okay, oosh. Oh. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. I realized this test. we use the motor, the Selenium, okay? So WebDriver manager start is the Selenium motor, okay? And realize this test, okay? First, I execute the switch validations, okay? Okay. So we execute 1, 2, 3, 4 specs in 9 seconds. So in this other validations, register. Okay, 5 specs, 9 seconds too. So execute all suites. Okay, 9 specs, 20 seconds. Okay, and right now I would like to execute in Chrome headless. Don't you open the Chrome, okay? And here, execute every single test. Yes, it's magic, okay? And magic and more easy to implement these tests because this case is the basic is register, for example. We catch the element inside the page, example. For QAs in. We have colocar pequeno. Okay. Yes. Here. It's more easy. Class name. Okay. Okay. In this case, username. Okay, or ID. In this case, this fixed ID. And find the element. Okay. Find the element. And after, put this element inside the code and interact with this element. Okay? Is a rule. It's repeat, 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 repeat. It's more repeats, okay? And in the last of tests, assertions. Okay? So it's more easy to be testers, right? And help to developers to think about quality before, okay? It's easy to write these tests inside the developer team because the developers are specialists in JavaScript, okay? So it's not common to test software. In the test software to test after implementation and find bugs and back to developers, and the developers fix it. So in this case, in post-agile, is more common QAs write tests before implementation and refactory together developers, okay? So we guarantee the better product in production, okay, with more quality. And in the inside the first phrase, the working in this case, sorry, the phrase is oops. Working software is the primary measure of the progress, but is not software in production, and software with quality in production. So the software broke in production is not measured to progress, okay? And thinking about the better way to understand your code is start to test it, okay? Okay, this is my reference, my favorite reference. The Software Craftsman is a good book. The Clean Coder, the developer tester, the developer testing, the Clean Coder have the 1 or 2 chapters about the quality assurance, okay? Present to QAs in your company. Agile testing, more agile testing is a new way to working with quality assurance inside the companies, okay? The Angular, the GitHub of Angular, my GitHub. Thank you for your patience. Okay? Questions? Okay. Acho que ali. Acho que tem ali, ó. O rapaz quer perguntar.
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
É o rapaz ali no fundo.
Thank you for your speech. It was really revealing to me. I would like to ask you, what about test measures like test coverage, function coverage? Do you have some way, something to tell us about that? How you use them? To tell us something.
Okay, so it's not common to measure functional tests, okay? Because the user story has in each sprint exists more and more user stories, but unitary integration test is more common to catch these measures, okay? So I don't know the tool in JavaScript for measure code coverage, etc. Ó, leva lá. Não estou escutando. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. For example, in Chrome developer tools, you have some new ways to measure code coverage of your functions. For example, in the new releases in 67, 68, you start to get some test measurements and coverage inside the browser. I was more trying to see, for example, you showed us 9 tests passed. That, for example, that's a measure, and in some way I wanted to make some parallelism to understand how you integrate this in all kinds of tests and how do you measure the reliability of your code.
Okay, this we have the new ways to execute in parallel, we have to configure it in conf.js, and I can execute in Chrome and Firefox and the other browsers in the same time. Okay, we have the Protractor reporter, and the reporter have the alt asses and take these measures about this execution only. Okay, but that's it. Cool. Thank you.